Did you just take a whiff? Yeah, you did. Don't worry, they can't smell you. He fixed his hair and then.
It's really a priority.
Something on
Assumes that is bad.
Fuck you, YouTube.
there. Yeah, we've got 2 important people
We're live.
Oh,
waiting. We are live. So,
Welcome.
sorry we
welcome,
were
welcome.
late.
Yes.
James forgot to double tap.
He didn't double.
We're live, guys. All right. Thank you to our current viewers.
Thank you for double.
Please go ahead and live chat whenever. I just said something in chat, guys. Y'all should give a shout out if you're there.
One
Yeah.
one thing I want to point out before we start, as we start, James has the voice. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but that's the first thing I noticed. When I rewatched our first podcast, the first time James spoke into the mic, I seriously think I got wet, like just a little bit.
He's like, welcome
Welcome
to the podcast.
Hello. Hopefully
Just
young
breathe-
adults and
breathe.
not children.
He just breathes into the mic to write him out.
What's that?
Okay, that's fine.
just
But
saying.
I can chat here with whoever I want, whenever I want. Oh yeah, we're live, guys.
And you can sign up, Jay.
Just remember to switch those camera angles. Whoever's talking the most. I think we got 2 people watching. Thank you guys for coming on. This is hopefully gonna be more epic than the last one, and the last one is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I think the last one was it was definitely like groundbreaking.
Yeah, it was completely innovative. Thank you to the 3rd person that has just joined us.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
So, just a quick introduction. I'm Justin. Good to meet you. Well, I probably never will meet you. Hopefully, I meet you. This is Brandon.
Brandon Hale.
Hello,
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Hale.
that is I.
And then it is I.
And then in the champions corner we have the James Larson.
AKA The Voice.
The voice.
I wish I could sing like
And
this people on
then
the voice.
our director, Justin, get in an angle real quick and say
Justin.
hello. We've got to give our director, Justin, the props. He's going to be the one doing all the video for you today. So if he changes,
Justin.
hey,
He's
that's
our
him.
he's our IT dude. Even though we set everything up,
Yep.
he's just gonna be the one switching cameras.
He's got the double tapper.
Yeah, he's
He's
the
the
double
double
tapper.
tapper.
He's the IT guy. He's learning how to do all of this, and he will be in charge very soon. So that way, James, Brandon, and I can just
Chill.
relax.
Yeah.
Have her brains
Yeah.
atrophy as the money just.
I'm going
comes
to
in.
leave the frame for just a moment and add my computer screen to this. So whenever we want to switch to that and show some
That's
like
cool.
ridiculous
I
article
like
about
that.
some Russian dude who's 20 years old claiming he's from Mars.
I like
So
that.
we can go and show that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. One
And,
second.
What was I going to say?
Words.
Yeah, words. Oh yeah, Justin's our dude. Justin Jr. He's gonna get paid the big bucks. Right now, he's starting at a whopping $0
per hour.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna double that for the next podcast.
He's gonna be making double
Yeah,
for his double tap.
double of 0 is
The double
zero?
tapper gets double 0.
So I don't know if we're quite ready for this, but have you guys seen the I think it's called like the dad challenge or something, where the 2 guys sit across
The
from
dad
each other?
jokes.
The dad jokes.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun to do. Yeah.
Bad jokes.
So it's like you stare really intensely into the other person's eyes. At least that's how I'd want it. And then you just tell really bad dad jokes. Switches back and forth. Whoever laughs first loses.
I like it.
I'd rather do just like really, well, I guess lame jokes are dad jokes. That's,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
whole point.
That's the point. What's the one I was thinking of? He says,
Where does a fish sleep?
I forget.
In a waterbed.
Oh,
Just
what
so you remember.
what do they call the woman rapper on her menstrual cycle?
I heard this one.
Mean flow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, respect to
Let's.
that one.
It looks like James and Brandon made some notes that I have no clue what
This
it's
is
about.
this is in regards to psychology, either today or on Monday. We had a psych class, and we're talking about like stealing, lying, sex, and like all this weird random
Oh
stuff.
yeah. We should talk about sex. That's a good idea. That's a
No, it's I think it's a solid topic, but maybe not right now.
Well, I
'Cause we
guess.
got a
I
dude
mean, I
right
guess
here.
it's time for Justin to learn about the birds and the bees.
I don't think it's a
I
good
don't know if
time.
my wife's gonna like that.
But no, I think I want to
it's
show
a
you guys.
psychological.
I'm gonna go to the. Hold on. There's this 20-year-old Russian Martian. So this guy, he claims he's from Mars, right? Or he's not 20. What? Oh yeah.
So how do I see this?
You have to imagine it like our listeners. You know, you're the character on the show that they identify with.
So
So you have to.
I found this article on the news app. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. It's about this 20-year-old Russian guy. You want to switch to the computer screen? You're on it. Cool. It shows a little child
Justin's
here.
on it, dude.
It shows. I think this is a child. I'm pretty sure it is, but you never know. Basically, this guy claims he was killed on Mars in a giant war thousands of years ago, a nuclear war, and then he's reborn here. And some of the reasons of how the parents knew he was special is one, just a few weeks after birth.
Special. All right.
Yeah, just a few weeks after birth, he could lift his head on his own.
Whoa.
And at the age of 7, around a campfire, he baffled an audience of adults.
Oh, were they astounded?
Yeah, they were. Oh, that was a word. He astounded a crowd of adults.
Astounded.
And then the third thing was he sits in lotus position sometimes, telling random facts about Mars and alien civilizations. So
Now, when you say lotus, let's paint a picture for our viewers.
Is that like cross-legged?
The
sitting
lotus position.
lotus. Look at that.
Justin,
Just like that.
show him the lotus position, please.
I think it's already on there. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. Okay.
Good.
So yeah,
Good job, Justin. Now I can picture it because I can't see it. So that was an excellent way to describe it.
you can go and switch back to us. Yeah, no more computer screen. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I read this today, and it was kind of on a credible news app. I don't remember which one it was, but it's like a pretty heavily
Let me
downloaded
guess,
one.
MSNBC.
No. No.
that
it's
is
called like the
not a
Daily
credible
News
news
app. It's like called the Daily News. I don't know. There's a lot of cool
Daily
stuff on
News.
there though.
I don't know. Daily News is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I think they kind of it's kind of like clickbaity, but it's usually solid.
That was pretty clickbaity. This
I mean,
20-year-old Russian is from Mars.
The news
you know.
just isn't the news anymore.
No, dude, that's quality content right there. You know what I mean? That's what people need to know about that.
Talk about
Russian.
quality. What were we talking about earlier? GoFundMe or what was that?
Oh yeah, Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Yeah, there was some serious quality products that we were looking at. We saw this. Now get this. It was a suitcase duffel bag, and they raised $500,000. It's just I can't believe. You look at it. It looks like a duffel bag, but it's got a slot in it. It's what's revolutionary.
So I don't get it. What do you mean?
Let's see if I can find it.
Okay, so it's like a travel bag, and it's just got like it's supposed to be like a suitcase, and apparently that makes it cool enough to raise $500,000.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
apparently
found a
it's
bunch
amazing.
on here with like, here's one with 850K.
I mean,
But that was to fund their
Oh, that's pretty
business,
cool looking
right?
though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Indiegogo, yeah.
But this is
I-
like a satchel bag almost mixed with like a
Oh, like a man purse.
It's a man purse. It's a
Yeah.
travel man purse, yeah.
a travel man purse.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. It's all right. I mean,
I don't know. I go on Indiegogo. I try to look for things that are like, you know.
was it by Wool
I don't
Oak?
even know what
Was
you're
it
talking
Wool Oak?
about.
Okay, so
What is it, Indiegogo?
Indiegogo. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Indiegogo is like a crowdsourcing website, like GoFundMe or Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Yeah, that's
Yep.
a pretty big one.
It's pretty. Have you heard of those?
No, not Kickstarter.
Okay, so
Oh, so it's like a GoFundMe.
it's like GoFundMe.
Okay.
Super similar.
Gotcha.
Except for it's for products usually.
You can go switch back to us.
So there's a speaking of websites like that, there's one that I was thinking about doing actually because it's like for instance this particular website they do all of the work and they produce the shirts and you can give them any kind of logo you want.
Oh yeah.
and then they'll help you market it. You do a lot of the marketing yourself. Once you get to a certain amount, they'll print them out and send them out, and you get, I think it's somewhere around 50% of the profits. So all you have to do is come up with the design. They'll get the shirts, print it all out, send them all out, and they get 50% of the profit, which, I mean, really isn't that bad. If you have soon we'll have like a podcast shirt with that stupid picture of us, which is amazing, by the way. Imagine somebody walking down the street with that and be like, oh, that's our
I'd be like, hey, that's my retarded face.
yeah, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
how did I do it?
Famous for that.
Nice
That's at
eyes.
And then James is like,
No, I actually took a Snapchat. Sorry to any like Jesus lovers out there, but it was like a glowing light on my face, and I did that face like, and it was, and I wrote as a caption, "When God unveils His godly genitalia to you." So that's where I got that from.
that's sick humor.
It's
Yeah,
my kind of
I'm
humor.
disgusted.
And usually, not many people laugh, but
I'm disgusted right now.
Brandon, you're so.
What do you got there,
beautiful.
Justin?
Thank you to our fourth viewer.
Wow.
Hello, fourth viewer.
Fourth
yeah. I
viewer.
wonder-
Just so you guys know,
Yeah.
everybody gets love on our show.
Oh yeah.
So when we get a new viewer,
Except Bob Marley.
what?
He's dead.
Don't diss Bob.
You can't diss the Marley.
Don't
love
ever
someone who's
diss. You want to
dead?
diss Damien? You want to diss Ziggy? You want to diss Stephen Marley? That's fine.
See, I was being ironic.
Do not diss Bob. Okay.
It's called brand irony.
You just hit a soft spot there, buddy. So back to our viewers. Now, if you leave, we're gonna hate on you.
We're gonna hate on you by saying nothing. About
Oh,
you.
but
Hello, fifth viewer. Thank you
Fifth
so
viewer.
much.
I
Sixth viewer. Oh, we got another one.
I just want the viewers to know that
fifth viewer.
if you're a hater, that's good. Just leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know because I'd like to talk to you.
Huh?
I think we can talk it all out.
An eagle. Okay, that's
he
my.
says. So Jesus Rodriguez, what up? You need an eagle on your hat. Why is he wearing a tank top? I am
Wrecked.
wearing a tank top because
First of all,
I'm warm.
no matter what we do, he's gonna talk shit. Okay, so remember that, which is not a bad thing. Jesus that's my dude. Eagles fan, yeah, he is. All of a sudden, he's a bandwagon jumper. He was never an Eagles fan before. As a matter of fact, he started liking the Patriots a few years back. Originally, he was a Buccaneers fan. Then he realized that they weren't any good, so he liked Tom Brady and the way he did his hair. So that's a little bit about Jesus. Is that my phone ringing? Because he's probably going to kill me because that's all a lie. Jesus is one of my friends from Philadelphia. He's a great guy.
1 second, technical difficulties.
So, yeah.
There he goes again.
Don't talk shit, Jesus. I can talk. All you have is text. Technical difficulties.
So yeah, this Jesus character sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. So I met him actually. So I used to do, as a lot of people that know me know, I used to do long haul moving, and
Oh, really?
I met him when I did a job up in New York. He came from his home in the Philadelphia area, and I met up with him later that night. We had a blast, dude. One of the coolest guys I've met, seriously. As a matter of fact, before this podcast, I talked to him for a good 20 minutes, catching up on just little stuff about where he's at, where I'm at, and all the positivity. Really, basically letting each other know, like you're good people. Stay in touch. He's doing real positive things with his life. Of course, I'm doing real positive things with mine. And really, that's what it's about, right? It's just staying in touch with the good people and keep trying to spread positivity. But that's what this dude's about. He's a cool dude. Who else is on there? Let's talk about our viewers.
I don't know. I can't tell who's watching specifically.
Because only people like Jesus that talk shit.
We could always transition back to we saw another Indiegogo for it was called the Dual Flex. It was actually
Oh, one more
Let me
thing is I
find
want to
that.
give a shout out to Jesus and his family. He's from Puerto Rico. that hurricane went right through his hometown. So yeah, our heart goes out to you guys. Anyways, the go-go thing.
Yeah, so Indiegogo, it's like GoFundMe, but we saw another product on there earlier, and it was actually developed by, I guess, NASA, and it's,
Yeah, we'll say NASA.
I think it was a space technology. It said, and
I can't find it.
it's like this little arm that can bend, and it's got all these little like bands running between it, and it can do up to 25 pounds of weight. And I'm just looking at that, I'm just like, so if you're using both your arms to push it, that's like 12 pounds each. And I'm just like, this.
Do you see this look on my face?
This is not very much weight.
It's a look of confusion.
Okay. So it's
I have no clue what you're talking
it's
about.
a bendy arm.
What
I'm
is-
trying to
They
find it.
use- It's a product. It's a bendy arm. It's used for working out. It like bends,
Oh, okay.
and it can resist up to 25 pounds of weight.
It's called the Dual Flex.
It's called the Dual Flex by Oyo or something.
How's that? Oyo? Like
I think it's
O.
OYO or it's OVO. It's one or the other.
Oh, I found it.
There you go.
Check this out. Yeah, you go ahead. Go to the computer. Let's see
Yeah,
this.
I just thought it was really funny.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
It's like $130, so you can have up to 25 pounds of resistance, which is,
I'm just
not
playing this
a lot.
video nice and
That's
quiet.
more than I could bench or weigh or anything.
Check it out,
25
guys.
pounds.
25 pounds.
All right, here it is. It's for you guys, so you guys can see
Alright,
too.
you take a look so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so I personally thought it was
Oh.
pretty funny. It's
Look at
kind of
that.
cool, but it's only up to 25 pounds.
It moves kind of cool, but
And when you want to do a bicep curl, you have to hold it.
Are the viewers seeing this?
yes, they are.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. Oh,
Whoa.
I guess it
Oh,
is NASA, huh?
Space. Rocket ship.
Space and rocket.
That's how they work out up in
Flying.
space. Oh, really?
She has to hold it. Do you see
Ooh.
that? You just gotta hold it when you curl. Are you
Dang.
kidding me?
Hold on. Justin just gave me some really good info. So if they
That's
don't
kinda
work
cool.
out in space and when they come back, then what? They'll get crushed?
To be atrophied.
Huh. I wasn't aware of that. I'd have been
Well,
crushed
that's
on
for
the way
too
back
long.
in.
You can go
'cause
back
I'm
to us,
not
bud.
a-
Justin. Switch it on back to us, bud. So yeah, that's innovation nowadays. Actually, innovation is pretty solid nowadays.
I don't know. What did you guys think of the product? I think it's kind of funny.
I'm gonna buy it.
He's gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
you know, I think I should get my computer out now, and we'll get on the Amazon Prime and send it over.
I don't know if it's on Amazon yet. I think it's only through Indiegogo currently, but you can buy it there.
Hmm.
It's like
Is it
130
like a pre-order?
bucks. I think it's a pre-order.
I'll do $25, $1 per pound worth.
I mean,
$1 per
that's
pound per
that's a going rate. Yeah.
No, but speaking of what Justin was saying, actually, depending on how long you go to space for, it's really hard to maintain bone density. It's easier to maintain muscle mass. But since there's not the weight of gravity pressing you against the ground,
Your bone muscles get pretty.
your bone
pretty
density
weak.
gets so low. So if you're in space for like 9 months, you come back, you're like a frail person.
Really?
So you have to spend the next like 6 months to a
Your-
year.
your- I assume your
rebuilding.
heart too, right? Your heart must like.
I mean, everything probably weakens, but that's one of the things about going to Mars. Is I know Elon Musk is planning on colonizing Mars pretty damn soon here, and
Artificial
gravity there is
Yeah.
gravity there is 2/3 of gravity of here.
Oh.
And it's theorized there's a way to actually like create artificial gravity in Mars.
Cool.
But it'd have to be like you have a structure under a dome, and then you have this kind of concave dome that the city would be sitting on, and then it'd be rotating at a certain speed. So it's like you're rotating into something, just like you're taking a turn into a car. So
So it's like a reverse centrifugal force. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Ken?
kind of like the centrifugal force is pushing your acceleration against the
The floor.
the floor. So you actually increase your gravity. But if they
True.
plan on ultimately like terraforming Mars by nuking the poles, which is what Elon Musk wants to do, because that'll release water, it's crazy. In the next like 10,000 to 100,000 years, it wouldn't make sense to have those domes anymore, and then humans would be forced to have to go out into this normal gravity that's 2/3 of Earth, and they're going to become weaker but taller is the idea. So it'd be interesting to see in 100,000 years what humans
Is that-
on Mars look like
Is
compared
that
to humans
kind of
on
why
Earth.
they make the people taller as aliens? You know how they stretch them out? You think that's why?
Well,
Just
no,
trying to get
that's-
realistic?
I think that's just to make them look alien. But now, and there was a fly coming from
The
my
thing's
face,
annoying.
dude. So
Oh man, always.
No, that's
something.
the theory of what would actually happen with humans is you get taller, but you get like thinner and less muscular, obviously, because there's not as much weight bearing down on you.
So let me get this straight. They want to go nuke Mars for water.
So they'd nuke the poles, and it'd create a chemical reaction in the air. It's like hydrogen and something else. Like what happens in The Martian when the guy.
That means yes, Justin. Yes, it does, son.
So, yeah, and then it'll create water, but it's just
So maybe they'll go nuke Mars after we nuke North Korea, maybe?
Oh God.
Step 1, step 2.
I'm just saying it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if we're terraforming anything with North Korea doing whatever it's doing.
Well, we won't get into all that. But sounds like both Mars and North Korea are going to be nuked here in the short future.
And this podcast is actually what was the turning point between U.S. and North Korean relations.
Yeah.
He's just watching us.
Because someone keeps trying to call me. 1 second.
Did we really lose it? Why aren't you on airplane mode? Are we live? Testing 1 2. Testing. Are we live? So, okay. Anyways, back to the Kim Jong Un thing, right?
Okay, Kim Jong Un.
Okay, so this guy went through New York. I don't remember which borough. Probably I think it was Manhattan. So he was dressed up as Kim Jong Un.
Oh, that's just a normal thing to do.
Yeah, kind of, but it was actually pretty disturbing.
Stream called Brandon's Story Time. It's when I tell a story and everyone else is gone. So
Okay.
once upon a time, there was a boy, and his name was Justin, the IT boy, and he did a very, very
He's
terrible
alive?
job. Just
Okay,
kidding.
guys. We are back. Sorry about that. My friend Jeremy Fisher called me, so if he's
Stop calling Jeremy.
watching, which he probably isn't.
Why isn't he? I thought he was your friend. If he was your friend, he'd be watching.
He was driving back from Kelseyville at one point.
He can
Yeah.
watch it while he drives.
We're live.
Okay, so
I gotta
back
zoom the cameras in.
to the Kim Jong Un thing. It was
Okay.
pretty disturbing.
Mhm.
How people that really thought it was him were like, "Hey, well, like you're great, like you're amazing," like just like they were like in awe and in love. I'm like, what?
So
Like,
they're just super supportive.
yeah, like it was. I mean, I don't want him to stone him or nothing, but I mean, like, dude, this guy like
All right.
seriously doesn't like Americans or Westerners or anybody. Anyways, this fly is getting up.
I
I
don't
know.
know how I'd react if I saw Kim Jong Un. I'd probably
I
just ignore it.
don't have any
Like, all right,
weapons,
there he is.
but if I did, I'd probably blow his face off.
All right, and this will be the podcast then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really pay much attention to North Korea or whatever is going on there, other than hearing about that nuclear reactor that blew up like a week or two ago.
We better start paying attention. That shit's real.
Yeah, I know. How about it? Like space. is more
Really
interesting to me.
boring.
Yeah.
Really boring.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know. It
What
really
do I
depends.
say when I leave? What do I say? What does James say?
What's James say? Technical difficulties?
No, he says something else.
1 second. Technical difficulties.
Topic. All right, let's do
We're
it.
just chilling
Why don't
around.
we ask somebody who's watching? Who?
Yeah, guys, live chat. Something you want to hear us talk about.
That sounds good. That sounds fun. Cool.
Yeah, put it on James.
We can talk about anything. We can talk about your day. We don't know your day, but we can talk about it.
School, man.
probably-
Psychology.
Probably woke up, took a shower, brushed your teeth.
Was it today that we were talking about lying and stealing? Or was that on...
What?
No, it was on Monday. What did we talk about today in psychology? What did we talk about in psychology today?
Today?
Yeah. Oh, it was. I remember we were
right.
having the conversations
It
about.
was motivation, right?
Yeah, motivation.
And then it talked about autonomy,
Why?
competence, and
What motivates you?
relatedness. That was one.
What motivates you?
Yeah, let's talk about motivation. Why
I
not?
like the idea. Let's talk about some motivation. What's up? Yeah, that's fine. I'll pull it to me.
Yeah. Okay. So what motivates you, James? Let's hear it. What do you got?
It was okay. It was motivating us why we go to school. Like, why do we?
Oh,
why do
that
you
was
go
the
to? Why
question.
do you come to class this early? And people were giving, I just feel like most people weren't thinking
I don't
as
like to
deeply.
sleep.
But yeah, just
I
like
hate sleeping.
because I have to, because I want a good job. Like that's their motivation.
I think that if I go to school, I'll make money.
Yeah.
Well, that's a proven non-fact.
I think money is in the school.
I think one of my biggest motivators for going back to school was simply because I don't want to be stuck making $10 to $15 an hour at a not so fulfilling job, and I'd rather make at minimum like $70K to $120K a year doing something I actually would
I'll
enjoy
tell you
doing.
what, though, other than the last 2 years since I quit my job, the 8 years before that, I made over $200,000, and I didn't need school.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, anybody. That's the one thing. I don't care what anybody says about America. Is it is what you make of it. Go out and get it, and you will. You have to fail until you succeed, and that's one. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm 35 years old, and I promised to go to one class every semester for who knows how long, and I've been doing it for 3 years now, something like that. But that's just because I'm in a stage of my life where I just want to learn. Like right now it's
That's
Spanish.
where I'm at too.
Yeah, right now it's Spanish, and I'm trying to gain as much knowledge as my head can take.
See,
Yeah, I'm in school because I want to learn. I want to be
Yep.
constantly doing something that I enjoy doing, and I don't want to work a job in the future that's involves sitting around most of the time. That's part of the reason why I'm studying to be a firefighter paramedic, so I don't have to sit around at a cubicle all day. I want to be moving and active, and doing something meaningful, at least to the community. In the meantime, we'll be building this podcast until maybe we can gain an income from this that'll replace that
think
job, and we work full time doing this kind of stuff.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Justin just showed me one of Jesus' comments with it has to do with the hurricane in Puerto Rico and about his family and things like that. So yeah, as you were saying earlier, you asked me if I thought he would be good for the podcast. This guy would be great for the podcast. Not only could he touch base on a real incident that's happening in the world, and something that most people in our area know nothing about, which could kind of relate to because of the fire that happened here recently. And this guy he could be very entertaining as well. But yeah, one day, Jesus, if you want, we'll get you out on, or maybe via Skype, even though I know James doesn't like that idea.
Nah.
He's against the whole Skype thing, but we'll talk him into it. We will.
You can try. But dude, in regards to the fires, I was actually listening to Joe Rogan's podcast today and yesterday, and he was saying that the fires up here didn't actually get very much press in any other places because he lives in Southern California. He was talking about how there's obviously the fire wrecked Northern California, a lot of parts of it, and he's saying that the shooting in Texas and Puerto Rico were getting more attention than that was, in proportion.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it because
I
there's not
can
a lot of
see
people
that.
up here compared to
But
those
I
areas.
don't know. Maybe he personally didn't see it, but
There's not a
from
lot of
what
controversy over a fire.
Yeah, true.
But from what I heard, a lot of people heard about that. I mean, we could ask Jesus too. He's out in Philadelphia.
See if he's heard about the fire.
And what did you hear about it? Did you see it on the news? Was it televised much or broadcast much out there?
I saw it on Reddit for one day. I saw it on Reddit, front page Reddit for one day, and I not anything more than that, So it got out there, but I don't think it got that much press either, honestly. And there's a lot of devastation. 3,000 homes.
It was 3,500.
It was more than that.
Yeah.
It was more than that.
Really?
It was closer to 7,000.
Wow.
Or you know
Most of
what?
them are residential.
Yeah,
Is
and
that-
I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
a lot of them were businesses.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk structures in a like at all, what did I say? What's the word I'm looking for? Structures altogether, it was somewhere close to 7,000 structures. And what it all started up in the mountains because supposedly PG&E didn't do their job right. I don't know, man. I mean,
Here it's saying 5,700 buildings.
damn.
2,800 buildings in Santa Rosa alone. 500 buildings in the Larkfield Wickiup area.
One thing that
Coffee Park lost 1,300.
crazy,
Like around that area.
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
One thing that irritated me a lot
Wow.
was,
Wow.
so, okay, so I went out and I helped out as much as I could. Maybe that's an overstatement. I probably could have did more, but I went out and did a lot and tried to help people out just to feel normal. And one thing I heard a lot was, oh, who cares, about Fountain Grove? They're all rich and this and that. And it's like, first of all, not everybody up in Fountain Grove is rich. Second of all, even if they are, they lost everything they worked for, and they have nothing, and I heard, oh, doctors don't need help. Well, I'm not talking just financially. People need to feel normal. So when I say I went and did help, I wasn't able to give thousands of dollars, let alone hundreds of dollars to people. But what I was able to do is go hang out with a few different families. Me and my friend Marty gave out over 25 pizzas to, 10, 20 different families, and I got to play with a whole bunch of kids. And, one lady's got one tear coming down her eye telling me how great this was, and her kids haven't felt normal in 5 days. And they were able to roll around on the ground, and we were playing soccer and board games, and that's the kind of help I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, just because people are quote unquote rich doesn't mean that fire did not, have a huge impact on their life.
Yeah, they
People
got.
lose sight of that.
That irritated me.
Yeah, they have memories in their home. They probably lost most of their belongings. Anything that's important to them, maybe family antiques
I mean,
or just.
not to mention, you think doctors, think of all the sacrifice they made in their 20s,
Mhm.
their early 30s. They sacrificed a lot of their time
Yeah.
and, instead of going out and hanging out with their friends and getting drunk, what they do? They grinded it out. They went to school. And what are they doing now? They're helping people every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. Yeah, maybe for a little bit of money, but at the same time, they're helping
still helping
people.
people,
And not to mention they sacrificed everything in their, 20s and 30s to get to where they are now. So, I don't care how much money they make.
It's because they're valuable. That's what happens when you become valuable. You get paid for it. They put out the years, they got the knowledge, and they're helping people every day. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I definitely know what you're saying with that, Justin.
They're human beings just like anyone else.
Yeah.
So I don't. Unless they're shitty human beings, they don't really deserve any less treatment than another person. It's like they chose to devote their time and efforts to something that would grant them, more money and a better career in the future, and other people decide not to do something like that. Because either they don't have the motivation or it's just not something they want to do.
It's pretty hard to It's really hard to say whether or not a human being's shitty to begin with. You have to look at their entire life and then be like, oh yeah, that was a really mean decision. That one right there, and I think that's why they're bad. You have to know a lot. To
Yeah.
really have a good idea.
Hey, Sushi cracked me up, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
He's-
whenever you don't have shelter too, psychologically, you definitely undergo a lot of stress. So that relates to the hierarchy of needs again. Maslow's hierarchy. of
Maslow's
needs.
hierarchy of needs. That'd be kind of a cool thing to talk about, actually.
Oh, I like that. I do not know how to pronounce your name. I'm going to mess this up.
Jian Yu. That's Rebecca Phillipson.
Jian Yu.
Yeah, what'd she say?
Jian Yu, you are
Jian
fucking
Yu.
brilliant.
What'd she say?
Y'all should get 360 camera where the viewer has control over what they're watching.
Oh.
I like your little winky face. That's freaking amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
It would be.
I mean, that's
Just
a cool,
money, more money.
I mean, it's cool too, but what if there's all these viewers that are fighting for control and it just keeps
Dude, Jesus, stop.
it's just in an awkward position, just always in between two people.
He doesn't stop.
Yeah. But what about Maslow's hierarchy of
Okay, so
needs?
let's talk about the hierarchy.
Dude, I
So-
like the idea that. Can you show this computer screen?
Yeah, so the interesting about the hierarchy of needs is that basically it says that, I mean, if you don't have certain needs in your life met, you're gonna, always feel uncomfortable until those needs are met. So, since the fires happened, your most fundamental need of having shelter being compromised, it's gonna make it so no matter what, until you have that replaced and normalized into your life, you're gonna feel stressors, that are gonna push you toward that, and it's gonna, forever make it so you don't feel normal in your day to day, which, like Justin was talking about, that feeling of normalcy, which can only be achieved by hitting certain sort of fundamental needs of people. And it's a very interesting concept, and it rings true to me just from what I've experienced and everything. Yeah, I find it very interesting.
Yeah. So as you can see here, from the base up, it's saying that, as Brandon was saying, it basically starts from the base. It's like where you first start as a human being, what you try to fulfill, what needs you try to fulfill, and then it'll move up the pyramid to the top. And I guess this is made back in like the 1940s by this guy named Abraham Maslow, right?
Yep.
And I think it's actually a pretty solid representation of what it means, like what humans try to achieve in life.
Yeah. There's other things, of course. There's other theories we're not talking about, but we're talking about like sort of this is almost like a third person perspective on
It's
the
a
needs
pretty
of a
nice
person.
generalization.
Yeah, I think
like
it's a very
broad.
solid one. I want to say it's like 70% of your needs. There's other stuff, but this is huge.
I would just say that like the esteem needs in tandem with the self-actualization, which are the top two tiers, they can like mesh together, because some people find that self-fulfillment simply through like prestige or accomplishment instead of achieving one's full potential, because some people aren't really interested in, or I guess what I think of as achieving full potential or used to is like as much money as you can make and as many things you can do in life. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty
I don't
primitive
know. It
or
really
very
depends.
brainwashed in a way.
It's very personal.
Yeah, it's a more personal thing, like what you find important and to what extent you can take that. Like if you're a family person, maybe you want to just have a really solid family and really solid connections with your family, and that's what you want to live up to. That might be where your full potential lies. And other people it could be making money. Other people it's athletics, and others it's maybe like going to space or Mars, whatever. This fly. It's coming for me.
I think the biggest difference between sort of like the things that give you self-esteem and self-actualization to me is when you're self-actualized, I think it sort of necessitates this need for you to share it with others. You get to the point to where you're so good, you're so fulfilled in one role in your life that you start to share with others. I think that's kind of the self-actualization stage of your life. You become like a master, so you start to spread what you've achieved with others because you want them to achieve it as well. I think that's a big part of what defines it.
That fly. So I just pulled up the thing, and it's back about 10 seconds or so, and that fly's just zooming around you.
Yeah,
and you
I
can
know.
see it, and then you're like, I'm like, that fly's got to die.
Yeah, he's like,
Fly's gotta
why don't you just
die.
let it go out and then close the door? Right when it's on Brandon now.
No! No way!
Do you mind turning that down just a little bit? It's kind of distracting.
I'll turn down all the way. I couldn't even hear it.
Yeah, it's not going to be in the actual video, though. We'll be okay. It's not a big deal.
Is it on your phone? Is that what you're saying? It says it's on his phone. I hope there's no. Hey, if any of the viewers want to let us know if there's any background like white noise going on, just let us know if there's something going on so we can fix it in the future. That'd be awesome.
Rebecca.
What?
What she said
The
next.
camera is for its own
Wait,
viewer,
what's going on?
meaning they have their own
There's
control
some weird feedback
of what
going
they
on in the
see, and
camera.
it does not affect anyone else's scenes.
Oh, so like an
Yeah, we got some
independent viewer
feedback.
camera. That's kind of cool.
That's right.
Oh, what kind of feedback do we have here?
FEMA should be there. FEMA is here. FEMA's actually doing
This-
a lot here.
There's a whine going on. Yeah.
People,
Hold on 1 second.
so
I can,
okay, while they mess with that, I want to show everybody this. shirt here. Okay, so this is the City Cup. My U10 soccer boys. Yeah, I'm a soccer dad. I'm a soccer coach. That's what I do. I love it. And we're starting another indoor soccer team, which is going to be great. But here it is. Look, we got first place. So, as a matter of fact, we were in the middle of the season. We had a huge tournament through all the leagues in the city. There's Empire, Santa Rosa South, which we are Santa Rosa South, and then United. And they have different brackets. Well, our U10 boys got first place. We were victorious in this City Cup. So in our bracket, out of all 3 leagues, we were able to come out victorious, and we were first place. So that's this sweater that I'm wearing now, and that was fun. So, and that kind of relates to what you guys were talking about as far as, you know, what brings out the best in you? What is it that, you know, you are best at, or you know, basically what is it that you want to do? So that's me, the family person that you're talking about. Like I said, I made a whole bunch of money before this, and then here we are. Obviously, Kimberly and Jesus, you guys have unofficially met. Jesus, that's my wife, Kimberly. And yes, the Avengers is our team. And Justin was definitely part of it. So yeah, that's what this sweater's about. I just wanted to share with you guys while these IT guys work on our buzzing. Buzz. I need to fit in. Junior in the house. Yo estudio español en la escuela aquí en Santa Rosa. Looks
Hello,
like
Justin Jr.
Justin just
Welcome
entered
to the
podcast.
chat.
Justin, what would you like to say to the viewers?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So that's my boy. Yes, sir. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, you did.
This is gonna be my like and subscribe song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was actually thinking of a song on the way here. So, Justin and I were slumping on the way here. For those who don't know what slumping means, that means bumping. If you don't know what bumping means, that means we were listening to our music very loud, and the beat
Slumping.
goes a little something like boom, boom, boom.
It goes boom, boom, boom.
And we were listening to, what was it? Humble. I was thinking, like, we got to come in, like, on our podcast, like, you know, with some beats or something. Yeah, not like
Just make a-
not like you're just like. No, not like that.
That's the song.
Hey guys, try moving your microphones a little bit. There's feedback.
Oh,
Can you just turn yours off and you turn yours off? I want to see if that changes anything.
here, let's try
His
this.
first, then mine, or both? Same time?
Hold on, let's try something. Hold on.
It's not because you're on the Wi-Fi.
It's not because my computer's on. Oh, okay.
Do you want me to turn my mic off?
Yeah, just turn them off for like 10 seconds.
So you do yours.
All right, guys, we're testing something out here because there's a lot of feedback on the live feed right now. Well, it should just be one. I'm gonna turn mine off too. See what happens.
We found the problem. No, that's because it's delayed. It's not there. When you turned yours off, it's gone. Right, because it's delayed.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. We'll figure that out on the next one. I don't.
Let's
see-
try to start this. We're gonna try restarting the stream one more time. So please stay for
So
like
please
yes.
stay.
Give us 1 minute.
Like Justin said.
Just
please
imagine.
stay.
Just imagine a forest while we're gone. A tranquil.
Stream should be coming back in just a moment. This is great. Okay, I think it's back on.
That's hella delayed.
Yeah, guys, I think, yeah, it's still buzzing. Okay, we're gonna do some troubleshooting live right now.
Live
Podcast feedback distortion.
Oh yeah. Google
Yeah,
search.
Tech distortion podcast. All right.
Woo!
Oh man, I don't know what's going on. What could it be, guys?
Well, it probably has something to do with either a microphone or a cord.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try shutting off
Oh.
our headset really quickly.
Yeah, I can't really hear.
Do you think
Can't
it's the
hear.
headset? It could be.
We're way behind on this. We're like ahead like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can't
Hearing us
hear
pop all over the place.
Sorry, guys. These podcasts will go down in history. Are we at the headset out part?
Does anybody still have their headphones on?
Might know.
Yes.
They're all off.
We are still
They
buzzing.
can hear us though, I think.
Ooh-wee. Okay. If anyone has any tech skills, please let us know what could be happening at this moment.
Well, I mean, probably just press one.
Oh, I think I might know what's up.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's right. You can check that. You can plug in there, remember?
Please stay on.
Ooh. That's our talking level.
So, do you think it worked?
I don't know. We're about to lose audio in just a second. When I unplug it.
I didn't do that the first time.
Nope, and it wasn't doing that for like the first. There goes the volume.
It was when you reset the stream on.
Well,
No, is it after that? It's still there.
Dude, I think it's this, honestly. I think it's my computer.
And go ahead and shut it on.
I
Off.
did.
All right, guys, we're gonna should we just wrap it up then?
Yeah, pretty much.
we're just looking over at him. It looks like he's seriously about to say something. And just
It's gone.
Huh? No, it's because I paused it. There it
Oh.
is.
huh.
Well,
Okay, guys.
Well, this was not the most, wasn't the most monumental in theoretical podcast science, but I think it was a solid attempt. Wait,
What happened?
that worked. That worked, whatever you did.
My headset's gone now.
Turned it all off. But is there sound coming through still? seatbelt focus.
Okay, well, let's
Didn't work.
Okay.
Alright, we should be back. Possibly. Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, do you think it's the fridge?
It's a whining noise. It's like a feedback.
I mean, you can unplug it. Just for a second, I mean.
Yeah, because it didn't do it before.
Yeah, I know it didn't.
Huh.
Okay. So.
Some sort of
Yeah, I'm hearing myself on the live. I'm like, okay. So. All right. Next is.
Why? Why does this have to happen?
I don't know. I mean,
Why? Oh, why?
Your
must
negative
that be
feed,
so
your negative
far?
input into the feed.
Huh?
Jesus is trying to help us out.
Oh, all right.
Something about a negative feed, but I haven't changed anything. All I did was hit. Oh, that was mute. Who's on the stereo here? It's all in the settings. It's supposed to be on. There is no negative input to this. That's the Zoom H6 records audio. It's got to be one of these cables. Oh, we're losing people. All right,
Well,
I say we just wrap it up. All right, guys.
I think. Well, I don't know. Let's leave them with something interesting. Let's beatbox. Beatbox finish, James.
One is fine. All right, guys. We'll be back on again sometime soon, very soon. And then everything will be okay. So yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out the feedback issues. We'll actually have more interesting things to talk about. Technical difficulties was the theme of today's podcast, but it's fine.
Okay, I want to thank everybody that came on, checked us out, stayed with us, listened to the annoying buzz sound that shouldn't be here next time.
Maybe it's the fly.
I want to get time to get Jesus on here, even though James doesn't like the Skype idea.
Camera angle.
I just really think that he's got a lot to offer, and he knows a lot about investments and things of that nature as well. So that could work as well. We're still looking for a comedian, an up and coming comedian. No Kevin Hart's, nothing like that. So if you know anybody that's working their way up the ranks, so to speak, and wants to come joke around with us, that'd be great. And as far as another podcast, that will be soon.
Yep, coming at you.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us.
Top right, hit record and broadcast.